Hello there and welcome to Autzen Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They call the counter run here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Touchdown, Ducks. It was a foot race, and he won it. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. That gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the grab, and he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Here's a carry for the fullback. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And he's got it again. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looks right for a quick completion. He has first down yardage at the 46.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. That's caught. It's Toppins. Can he reach the end zone? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
First down and 10. Gives it to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter.
Ohio State 7, Oregon 6.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll run it here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field.
Got it.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10.
Ringo. Ringo.
He'll hand it off. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Snap is made at the 14-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Ready? 42 Spider.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
Moves.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Can you say methodical? Marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
The offense still out there. We're going for 2 here.
Cut.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And the catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. Sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Looks left and finds his target there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Trying the old counter play here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught on the outside. It's Hawkins. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. And out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The linebacker shifting around now. He hands it off from the gun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
He pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Ducks offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Handoff from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Ducks are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
First and goal, an opportunity to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. The extra point is good. The lead is now 4, 21-17. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage seat gets the returner to the ground. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Handoff to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. And the offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Ohio State.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. He's running out of time here. They pressure him and get him. Couldn't get a throw away, and that'll be the final play of the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They get the second half started with their running play. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
The PAT puts them up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Going with the old counter run here. Run down after a 7-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 3.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. A handoff to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
He's brought down at the 38. 2nd down.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And that sets up a return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the wideout goes in motion. And there's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I even almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed. In a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he could do is eat it.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Hard running through a tackle. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And they hand it off to the back. And they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the loss there puts him in a big hole at 2nd and long. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after the completion.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 24, Oregon 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
On the double.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
42 Spider. 4-2 favorite.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards. You keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
Okay, ready?
Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal.
Razor. Moves. Ready.
Off play action. He's looking to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Man, Chris, this throw does give them the lead, and what's great is when you can really evaluate a quarterback is when the chips are on the table. Really, it's crunch time. You got to make good decisions, and you got to throw the ball accurately. He does both of those things here, and
PAT up and good. The lead is 4th here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they claim the lead here in the final quarter.
Number 17.
I think the quarterback does a great job of looking through all of his progressions. Nobody's there. He finds the back out of the backfield. Nobody picks him up. He's able to catch the ball and then find his way into the end zone.
Now they get set to kick it away.
31. Oregon. 28.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Big guys up front, lined up. It's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And here's the handoff. The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. And then 1st down, right back to the running game. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
He's sacked at the 22.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Physical one, breaking tackles. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. This is a determined running back just refusing to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team. And you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
That's a second and goal play for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Touchdown, Ducks. They jump in front here in the fourth.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Now we run a draw play. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. He stopped it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pulls it in. It's Henderson.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Offense operating from the pistol. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Toppins. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Higgins. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Ohio State, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. And what I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
And he knocks through the PAT.
38, Oregon, 35.
Here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Interesting strategic decision. They've got some time to work with. Will they play for a field goal or take a shot at the touchdown and win it here? Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better